forgot to shut my door. Be right back. Okay. Hi everybody. Thanks for coming by my channel. Today I will be doing the TBR for my very first readathon. I'm doing the Reading Rush. I signed up yesterday and it's my first one. So I'm excited. Because it's my very first readathon, I took notes. Hope you don't mind. So it's the Reading Rush. Feel free to sign up and tell me what you would like to read. I'm trying really hard to not say and but alas, words escape me. Anyway, the first book that we have to read is a book with a purple cover. And my pile's upside down. I'm going to be reading How to Tell What People Are Thinking. I never take the stickers off my books. I'm really, really sorry. I cannot deal with the little white things that almost always guaranteed stay on the book. And so I'm just like, I would rather just have the sticker there. Anyway, this is by Peter Collette. It is nonfiction. It is about body language. A brilliant study of body language that will dramatically improve your understanding of the behavior of your friends, strangers, and yourself. I picked this up a really long time ago because I am fascinated by body language, and I thought it would be a really interesting read. It's been sitting on my shelf for quite some time. Not more than some of the other books, though. I got it this year. But we shall see what that is about. Next up is read a book in the same spot the entire time. That was hard because you could literally pick any book to read. I get pretty uncomfortable in the same spot. I read in bed, I read on my couch, I read at the coffee shop. But I do find like the most comfy spot to read is the coffee shop, and I thought it would be a nice way to get out of my house because I'm a hermit. So I decided to read probably the scariest option, The Shining by Stephen King, at my local coffee shop. Hopefully all of you have heard of this book. There is also a movie. There is a rule about a movie, but I'm not doing that for this one. I'm just going to read this one in the same spot, so I will be reading that at the coffee shop. If you haven't heard about it, it's about a haunted hotel and a guy that goes absolutely cuckoo in it and his family trying to survive his cuckoo-ness. That's probably the worst explanation of The Shining I think I've ever heard, but there it is for you. Next up on the list was... I don't have the list memorized. This is my very first one, so I apologize. Read a book you meant to read last year. Well, if any of you watched my past video, you'll know that I have over 70 books on my shelf that I've meant to read last year. But as you know, joke's on me, I actually have my book haul here. That's my next video after I do this video. And I think there's about 30 books in the book haul. So, whoops. Anyway, I decided to read Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. It is about lady assassins. Again, this is the channel you come to if you want to hear the worst explanation of books ever. So it's about this girl, Mia, pretty much infiltrates. Does she infiltrate? She eventually ends up in an assassin school and meets up with a deadly assassin and becomes an apprentice of one. There's more than one book. I only have book one right now because I wasn't sure if it would be my thing. I buy a lot of books like that and then they sit on my shelf forever because I have no desire to read them, but lots of desire to look at them on my shelf. So I thought this would be a good start to break open into the 73 books that I have just been refusing to read and have just been buying more and more of. So that is the one I'm going to be reading for the one I wanted to read the last year. And I did buy it last year. It has an orange dot. I don't know if I've ever gone over the dots on my shelf. Let me know down below if you would like to know why things have dots on them. Probably not. Alright, so we want to read an author's very first book. Okay, so this was kind of hard, and so also kind of easy, because the previous video I posted was an unboxing for Unplugged, and most, if not every single time, those girls have a debut novel. So I've been almost getting them for an entire year, and so I decided to read one of those off of that list, which is the most recent book that I got, not in the past unboxing, but there was a mystery box, and I bought the mystery box. And I got 2 books, but I'm only just going to read the one. The other one will be in the haul, so stay tuned. I decided to read 5 Midnights. It is about 2 people in Puerto Rico. One girl is visiting her uncle, and another boy is trying to find out who's killing his friends. And it gets really, really dark. They don't know exactly what's going on, if it's like a mythical, legendary thing, like if it's a monster or a person who's killing these people. The cops are refusing to help her, like her uncle is the chief of police, but when she finds a lead, they don't really want to pursue it, so these 2 pursue it in order to find out, and they kind of get into a shadowy place to find out. I like the cover, and I'm kind of going for like creepy books this month, it seems. No, there's only 2. Anyway, there we go. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think it's Davila. I think it's Da. And Davila Cardin. Next up on the rules, read a book with a non-human character. Okay, I don't have like the physical copy for this because I bought it on Kindle, but I will pop it right here if you want to see the cover. But it's All Systems Red by Martha Wells. It is about a murderous robot encountering humans. I heard about it on Emily Fox's channel. I'll link it down below, but it sounds super interesting. I don't really remember what she said the plot was about, but it sounded funny because it has like this, it's supposed to be murderous, and it's very curious about how idiotic people can be, and our weird quirks as a species. So it looked really, really funny. So I'm gonna try and read that. I typically don't read science fiction at all. I'm not sure if you can tell by what you can see on my shelf. I can do a shelf tour sometime if you want to know. Comment down below if you do. So yeah, I don't really read sci-fi, so I'm really excited to read it. It sounds really funny, and it kind of like a step into sci-fi. Whenever I want to read sci-fi or fantasy, there's quite a few fantasy on my shelf right now, but whenever I see people who love sci-fi and fantasy, I always ask them like, hey, if you're to recommend a book to someone who says like they hate fantasy and sci-fi, what book would you use to change their mind? And then I go off their recommendations. I have not bought any of the sci-fi recommendations, but I am going to try. All systems ready to try. Pick a book 5 or more words in the title. Pick a book that's 5 or more words in the title. Also, I just want to interrupt myself and say I'm so sorry if the camera keeps getting jostled. In order to get it this close to my face, which I'm not sure I like, my knees are against the stand, so I apologize for bumping it. I move a lot. Anyway, 5 or more words in the title is The First 15 Lives of Harry August. I did start this book, but I'm maybe like 15 pages in, so I might just restart it. It's been a while since I opened it. It is by Claire North. It is about a man, Henry August, who it starts off like on his, not his first life for sure, but then he's dying in this life, and a child pretty much approaches him and says, we're so glad we found you, we need your help. And So he just kind of like lives his life pretty normally up until his, oh, it says on the back, his 11th life. And then the girl says, I nearly missed you, Dr. August. I need to send a message. So it sounds really, really exciting. I guess he only has 4 more lives to get something done, I guess. So we'll find out. And the last book rule is to read a book that is an adaptation into a movie and watch the movie. I've seen The Shining. I didn't really prefer it because the kid is a little bit annoying with his red rumming. But I decided to go with Fight Club because, surprise, surprise, I've never watched Fight Club. Or I don't remember watching Fight Club. Do you ever have those movies where you watch bits and pieces? Pieces? So apparently when I say pieces, it also sounds like pizza. Anyway, do you ever watch pieces of films as you live your life or see things on the internet where eventually you feel like you've seen the movie? Anyway, this is by Chuck Palahniuk. I have quite a few books by him that I haven't read. I'm currently reading Lullaby, but I might put that on hold for this readathon. It is running from the week of the 22nd to the 25th, I think. It's that week. I don't know if I have the dates right. Is it 7 days? Yeah. It's 7 days during that week sometime. Sunday to Sunday. Or Sunday to Saturday? I should really find out. I'll look. So, the dates for the readathon are the 22nd to the 28th, so I had the beginning correct. I don't know why I thought it was the 25th. That's only like 3 days. 4 days. I'm very tired. I just rolled out of bed to film this, so because I'm in a hurry, because I have to start. Anyway, I don't have to start. I have to start on the 22nd. Anyway, I'm reading The Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. Palahniuk? I don't know. No one does. I don't really know what it's about. I know that a guy joins a fight club. They say the first rule is to not talk about it, so maybe I will not. Yep. Okay, so the goal is to read those books. If you can read 7. So the final goal after the 7 books is if you can complete all 7, then you won the challenge. This used to be called Booktubeathon, so I thought since I'm a new booktuber that I would participate for the first time ever. I took time off after the readathon, so we'll see how much reading I can get done in those 7 days. I have the 26th, oh actually, I have the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, and the 28th off, but I'm going camping for some of that. And then I'm at work the rest of the time. So we shall see what I get done. I'm very excited to participate in my very first readathon. It should be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know how many times I can say that. Anyway, if you want to participate, I'll leave the link down below to join and some more information on it. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye!